going left to right on your WHIN radio dials. And once again, I'll take a moment before the kickoff. And our fans who listen to us, I've heard from Indiana, I've heard from New Hampshire, I've heard from lots of places. We are thankful that you join us on us just having a little bit of fun every week.
We do indeed. Thank you guys for joining in.
And so, ready to kick off for Trousdale County is number 50. That is Tequashi Santiago. It is a high kick over the right side. Cooper White's going to take it to the 25-yard line, try to get right down that sideline. He'll get inside to the 45. And the Eagles are going to start with some great field position here to start. You saw him position Cooper in a great spot.
You did.
That's smart coaching.
Cooper White also right there just took it right down that left side instead of trying to make anything special, any special moves. He took it right down that left side and got even more yards than I expected right there.
So they're going to start at the 45-yard line. We'll see what kind of offensive plays the Eagles would like to pull out. If they have any trick ones, Luke, now's a good time to pull them out.
It is indeed. Don't hold anything back for this game because this matters the most.
Richardson goes under center. He's going to fake the handoff to Cook. Rolling out towards his right. Has Sizemore in the flat. Is going to overthrow him. Oh, that had some yards written all over it, and Jacob just missed him.
Sizemore had green grass ahead of him, and, you know, the Westmoreland Eagles starting here with an incompletion on a missed throw by Richardson, and that's been a common theme for the Westmoreland Eagles, starting slow, which is going to have to change tonight. This Trousdale County offense, they can score, and they can score fast. So Westmoreland's going to have to get some points on the board early.
Eagles looking to break the huddle, and Luke, I'm going to depend on you for the clock, okay, because I got this wall here on the side, so you give me some clock updates as we go along here. Not right now. It's real early. Richardson takes the snap. He's going to hand this one to White. White's going to cut back to the middle of the line. He's going to be met there by several Yellow Jackets, brought down after a gain of 2. But I will say this box is like at the perfect angle and the perfect height.
It is. You know, it's not too high. It's not too
Ours
low.
is really high. I love our box, but it's really high.
It is. You can see everything kind of feels like not necessarily you're on the field level, but it feels like we're a whole lot closer to the field than we are in a lot of press boxes.
It really does. And I think of that one, and we think of this here, and you think about Liberty Creek, and you're basically on a college campus needing a binoculars for that one. So it's 3rd and 8. Richardson's in the shotgun now. He's got Clyde Vincent wide to the left. He's going to send Matthew Martin in motion. And there's the flag as it looked like Matthew turned too early.
Matthew Martin did turn too early. He was supposed to come up from that receiver position. I don't know if he's supposed to run an underneath route, kind of that little drag crosser, or whatever he was supposed to do. But whatever he did, he jumped over the line a little bit early.
So it'll be a loss of 5 back to the 42-yard line. And now it is 3rd and long, and really not where the Eagles like to be at 3rd and 13.
So the Eagles' first possession, 0-0 right now here in Trousdale County. Just under 11 minutes on the clock, and the Eagles are already faced with 3rd down and long after getting great starting field position.
Evan Gross is wide to the left. Josh Vincent wide to the right. Richardson sends White in motion from left to right. He's going to take the snap, rolling towards his right. Looking downfield, he's going to find White for a good gain. He's going to be awful close to that line of scrimmage. Just because they mark him out of bounds. I don't like where that referee's standing because it looks like they're going to rule him down short.
Cooper White took a leap of faith, and whether he got it or not, he was really close, and according to the officials, maybe not so much.
It's going to be about 2 yards short. The Eagles are right back on the line of scrimmage. Right away, 4th and 2. White goes in motion. Richardson looks back over. White's going to come back to the other side. Be interesting to see if they want to wait and try this one here.
Play clock at 10. Still no signal yet.
Richardson now going under center, sends Cook in motion, going to hand it to Cook, trying to get around that left end. Stiff arms 1, and he's not going to get there. He's actually going to lose 2 on the play. Trousdale County rushes to the ball, and Cook does not get to that first down marker.
And, you know, right there, I do like the choice right there to go for it. But, you know, I think next time maybe in a position like that, maybe get some more speed if you're going to run that around in. But nonetheless, the Westmoreland Eagles turnover on downs, and we talked about Westmoreland's great starting field position. Trousdale County now has great starting field position.
Right at midfield on their side of the 50 at the 49-yard line. When once again their quarterback is number 6, Cole Gregory. Putting him at quarterback has really changed the trajectory of this team as they're going to go spread wide. Sends the tight end from left to right. That's Quentin Moore. Now one other one in motion is going to hand it to number 47. I'll give you a name for him in a moment. As he tries to get on the outside, he's going to be chased down from behind by Ethan Graves. That was Jake Ferguson.
And one thing that the defensive ends and linebackers of this Westmoreland Eagles defense does is their patience. They just have great patience, especially in this run game. They don't necessarily go up and try and overforce themselves and try and make a play like that. They wait for the plays to come to them, and they make them whenever the opportunities present themselves.
Absolutely, and a gain of 2 yards, and that's the kind of spacing that the Eagles need. As Gregory's now in the shotgun, sends one in motion, takes a snap, going to fake it to Ferguson. He's going to be off running himself. Bounces off of Borders. Gets a clean block on another play. He's going to be brought down finally by Eagle number 44, Grant Lilly. But everyone can see exactly what we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast. He's going to be a tough man to bring down.
He is. And just looking at his stature, he's a big guy, big-bodied quarterback, and he's going to be a tough guy to bring down. The 2 Eagles had a shot at him, and either one came up successful.
First down to the 33-yard line. The Yellow Jackets are right on the line. The Eagles were shuffling defensively. Ethan Graves was trying to get from side to side here. Looks like Brady Graves is more in the middle than he typically has been. There's a snap. He's going to keep it himself, run up the middle for Gregory. He's going to fall ahead to the 30-yard line, a gain of 3.
You know, that's a play that's being popularized on all levels of football right now is, kind of give your quarterback the ball and just run behind the guard. And that's what Trousdale County is trying to do tonight. And on their first drive of the football game, they're in Eagles territory at the 30-yard line here, 0-0, just under 9 minutes left to go.
2nd and 7. And once again, you talk about I've heard it called the tush push, and I've heard it called the brotherly shove, being from the Philly Eagles, are really the best ones at doing it. But he's not under center. He's still coming from the shotgun. It's more Wildcat-ish. As there's the snap, going to keep the handoff and throw it across the middle to Ferguson. He's going to get to the 19-yard line, and that's the problem with this one, is that it's not really Wildcat. It's more like Tim Tebow Wildcat.
It is, and right there, that receiver just outran the Westmoreland Eagles coverage and just found that quick slant.
And we mentioned that the defensive line is going to have to do a lot of work on Gregory themselves, because if you start helping a lot and getting a lot of other eyes in the backfield, you'll get the completions like that one just was. And so the Eagles have a plan in place for it, as they're going to go 4 wide. Gregory is by himself in the backfield. There's a snap. Gregory's going to keep it himself, going right up the middle of the line. And he will plow forward for about 4 yards right off the get-go.
And great play right there by the Eagles defensive line that we just talked about. And like Coach Carter would say, a flock of Eagles was able to bring him down right there, as that defensive line just kind of compressed as he hit the hole.
It's going to need to be a flock, I believe, all night long to keep Gregory out of the end zone, as they're already at the 15-yard line.
And the
2nd and 6.
Clock stopped momentarily, but everything's running now. And we'll see if Trousdale, they've had a pretty potent offense so far, but when you talk about the Westmoreland Eagles, you talk about one thing, and that's their defense.
And we talked about all year, too, about how this group may bend, but they don't break very easily. You're going to earn that touchdown if you're going to get it. As Gregory is now in the shotgun, sends one receiver in motion, going to hand it off on the end around, cuts back upfield, number 22, Coben Calhoun.
And from my angle, looks like he's going to be a little bit short of the yard to gain. And I thought that was Daniel Sizemore that pulled off of his block and was able to get that tackle right there.
So the ball now is on the 11-yard line. 3rd and, we'll call it a long 2.
Long 2, short 3, and we'll see what the Westmoreland Eagles dial up here on the pass rush. They're starting to line up in the shotgun.
He is in the shotgun still. He's got 1 receiver wide to the right, 3 wide to the left. There's the snap. He's going to look to keep it himself. The Eagles are in the backfield, but he bounces off of him, tries to get outside. He's going to be tackled for a big loss by Eagles number 52, Hunter Gray.
And he initially came to the right side, and I don't think Colton Sizemore was expecting him. Colton Sizemore looked up, and the quarterback was right on him. So the quarterback kind of had a reverse direction, went back to the left, and what was 3rd and a long 2 now turns into 4th and, what would you say, Coach?
It's
6?
4th and 6. And it looks like they are getting ready to kick for 3.
And he has a leg on him in warm-ups, hitting 55+.
As Taquishi Santiago, snap is away, set, kick is up. It is high enough, and it is no good. I believe they're going to say it was wide left, and the Eagles get a little bit of a break here.
So 1 drive in, and we're still at a stalemate, 0-0. 6 minutes left to go. in the first quarter. And the Eagles able to get a break on that one after the missed field goal. Now they're going to set up at their own 20-yard line as Jacob Richardson is going to march his team out.
And see, that's the advantage we talk about with the field goal is that even if it misses, you start at the 20. So sometimes I've been wanting to try with Peyton. Richardson takes a snap, going to hand it to White. White gets through the right side of the line, lowers his shoulder, and reaches forward for 2 more extra yards at the contact, and that's enough for the first F&M Bank first down for the Eagles.
And Cooper White showed exactly what you want to see of a runner. Both kind of facets of a runner. Initially, that quick speed burst, get him to the second level, and then from there, lowered the shoulder and was able to get some additional yardage.
And as we have a moment here, as a Trousdale County number 52, Parker Clemens is down and being tended to by their training staff. I do want to remind you, as that was our first F&M Bank first down, that F&M Bank is proud to be a Sumner County High School football presenting partner on WHIN. And welcome back to the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center. As we are back in action, Richardson takes it's going to keep it, and he's going to not pitch it to White. He's going to get around the outside. He's going to reach forward, and I think, depending on the spot, he does get another F&M Bank first down for the Eagles.
I think they're going to give him the 43-yard line, and a great job by Jacob Richardson, knowing where the chains are and able to stretch that ball across and get the first down and some.
Absolutely, and it's one of those that you got to wonder how this is going to turn out for Trousdale County. They are not a deep team either. And you lose a senior lineman. We'll see how they are able to respond to that one. Richardson under center, takes it, hands it to White. White cuts right back up the middle. He's going to be met and tackled by Gregory. Not after he gains 6 yards, and they are right on the 49-yard line of Westmoreland.
And this drive right here, the Westmoreland Eagles are staying ahead of the chains. And one thing that some of the players are telling me this week is there's going to be a heavy dosage of passing the football. Westmoreland's a traditional run team. It's been that way this year. So we'll see if they're trying to air it out here and try and get in this field quick.
Right now it's been on the run, though, that they have marched 29 yards already in 3 plays. As Richardson takes a snap, gives that one to White. White cuts through the first hole. He is met by Gregory again right at the original line of scrimmage.
And, you know, the hole was open there for Cooper White, but Trousdale County did such a great job just feeling it right there.
They certainly did. And so it's going to be 3rd and 4 now, as no gain in that play, maybe a half a yard, as they are now just shy of the 50. And the Eagles will break the huddle with 4:30 to go in this opening quarter. Still 0-0 as Richardson under center sends White into motion, takes snap, going to fake it, and going to hand it off instead to Martin. Martin trying to get around the outside, pushes himself forward. He'll get to the 46, and that should be enough for another F&M Bank first down on the run by junior Matthew Martin.
He needed 4. I think he got 5.5, and great play call right there as everyone was kind of expecting that Cooper White inside gut run. They pitched it out to Matthew Martin. And, you know, I say it every week, he's the spark player for this team, and he's getting you into Trousdale County territory now.
They are in Trousdale County territory. They're at the Trousdale 46. Clyde Vincent in now wide to the left. Cooper White in the slot in the left. Richardson in the shotgun. White goes in motion. Richardson will hand it to him on the end around. Has blockers ahead of him around that right side. He's going to get brought down at the 38-yard line. And that was really the last one that could beat him.
It was, and great blocking on that right side, too. I believe Evan Gross was over there somewhere in the vicinity of that blocks. And Cooper White was able to just kind of get around that right side, pick which way he wanted to run, and a great gain on first down for the Westmoreland Eagles.
We'll say 2nd and 3 now. And this is the kind of time, Luke, that I would – you talk about putting it in the air. This is the time I would like to see it. At 2nd and 3, you're manageable to pick it up on a 3rd down. Take a chance. And we'll see what the Eagles decide to do here as they are moving the ball well on the ground instead. So I can see both sides of the argument. As Cook goes in motion, the ball comes back to White around that right side. They are really running over that right side, and that will be enough for another first F&M Bank first down for your Eagles. And I think they're just following Pacey Staples right now on that right side.
They are, and he's a good man to follow. But the previous play, they kind of spread their offense out and had White go in a real long motion to get the ball. This time they kind of put White a little bit closer in, kind of in between that tackle and guard position and take it from there. So same play, kind of different formations starting it out.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Trousdale 32 as the Eagles have been marching down the field. They have already gone 48 yards and are looking for more. As Richardson sends White into motion, takes a snap, gives it to Lilly. Lilly dances a little in the backfield, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Grant Lilly, he looked up and he saw Yellow Jackets all around him, so he was just able to go down, maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage. And as the Westmoreland Eagles are marching ever closer to Yellow Jacket red zone, it's 0-0, just under 3:20 here in the first quarter on the Creek Bank.
So 2nd and 10 as Joshua Vincent brings into play. Tight end Peyton Dickens also checked in that break between plays. We've got 15 seconds on the play clock when the Eagles break it. Lilly is in the back. Martin and White are the two fullbacks. And Richardson's going to keep it. Looking ahead, has block ahead of him. Martin got ahead of him, got a block, and Joshua Vincent laid a good block as well to get Richardson to the 21-yard line.
And that's
going to be close.
That was a good read right there, too, by
22.
Jacob Richardson. He was able to figure out which way he wanted to go. He could have pitched that ball, but instead he's going to keep it, and he's going to move the chains with his legs.
It is going to be an F&M Bank first down. The referees had to look at it, and they gave it to the Eagles, and they are 1st and 10 from the Trousdale 22-yard line. Excuse me.
And so far, this has been a great job. The Westmoreland Eagles just maintaining to stay ahead of the chains. They're not getting big chunk plays, but they're just getting plays that sets up 2nd, 3rd, manageable.
As Richardson will go in the shotgun, he's got White, and I believe it's Gross as wide to the right. They're going to toss it to Lilly. Lilly's going to get ahead. There's a big block by Cooper White as Grant Lilly pushes himself forward. He'll get enough for a F&M Bank first down. And there was a great block by White. Did you see that one?
That was. He single-handedly allowed Grant Lilly to work his way up the right side of that field uncontested. And that's a big block right there. That's a big deal because the Westmoreland Eagles are now going to be set up 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal from the 8 as the Eagles have marched down the field from the 20 where they started this drive and just have 7 more yards left to go to pay dirt. Richardson's going to go under center. He's got Lilly all the way behind him. White goes in motion. Going to hand it to White on that gut cut again. Bounces forward. He will be short, but I believe he gained about 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 3-yard line.
I believe he did again just about half of about what he needed, so it's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Eagles are right back on the line again. White goes in motion another time. They're going to give it to him another time. Tries to bounce it outside. Reaches forward. Going to be short. Gained another 2 or so on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and very short now. Maybe 3rd at the 2-yard line.
You have 2 plays to get 2 yards here. So we'll see what the Westmoreland Eagles dial up right here. But on their 2nd drive of the game, they're on the goal line. Westmoreland Eagles offense is rolling right now, Coach Combs.
They are, and you had talked about a dose of throwing the ball. This has been 100% on the ground as Richardson goes under center. Lilly behind him. There's a snap. This one's going to go to Lilly. Lilly's going to dive forward towards the goal line and waiting for a call. There it is. It is a Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles. And the Williams Styles Country Financial first score of the game as the Eagles, after the missed field goal by Trousdale County, marched down the field to put up 6 pending this extra point.
What a beautiful 80-yard touchdown drive by the Westmoreland Eagles.
Peyton Dickens ready for the point after attempt with 43.4 seconds to go in the quarter. Snap, set, kick on the way, and it is good. So with that, your Eagles take a 7-0 lead, and we'll take a quick break with it here on WHINradio.com.
It was a great drive from the very get-go, able to take advantage of that Trousdale County missed field goal kick, and ended up punching it in from about the 2-yard line. Heavy dosage of Cooper White, heavy dosage of Jacob Richardson, and all on the ground ended up in 7 points for the Westmoreland Eagles.
Peyton Dickens ready on the approach, ball on the right hash. The kick is up. It's going to be a short pop-up kick. Fielded by Trousdale County. It's loose on the field. Eagles may have gotten it. Clyde Vincent had a chance at it, but they're going to give it back to Trousdale. Trousdale's number 28, I believe. Drew Carmen jumped on top of it. Man, Clyde Vincent was on top of it, and we would have heard about that all the rest of the semester, I think.
We would have heard about that all the rest of the semester, especially that thing has been gone. But Jeremiah Harrison was also in the mix. And let me give you a quick Trousdale County Westmoreland history. Jeremiah Harrison forced a fumble last year on special teams and took it back to the house for his first career touchdown.
Ball is on the 36-yard line for Trousdale County. Snap goes. Gregory looking in the back. He's going to throw the screen pass outside where he's going to be tackled by Matthew Martin for, I believe, a loss of 1.
And they threw it one-on-one. You know, they thought he was able to get the best of Matthew Martin. Matthew Martin said, no, not today. And that's kind of, I feel like that's how the Westmoreland Eagles defense operates. When they're leading, the band gets to play, and the cheerleaders are cheering, the fans are going. The Westmoreland Eagles are feeling themselves right now, and especially on that tackle right there, a solo tackle by Matthew Martin.
This defense loves going off of energy and emotion, and right now there's a lot of it right now on that opposite sideline from where we are. I wish we were over there. As Gregory and company look over to the sidelines, they are 5 wide. And that will be the end of the first quarter. And it's been a great first quarter for the Eagles. Coach Ryan Harris on the other sideline is excited for his defense, and he deserves to be. We'll take a quick break here on WHINradio.com. As we are starting the second quarter of action with the Eagles leading 7-0 over Trousdale County. Second 11 for Trousdale now on their own 35. Ball goes in motion, hands it off on the end around. Forsman chases him back, but he pushes him backwards. He's finally brought down by Perry, but Daniel Forsman did a great job pushing it backwards and probably saved a yard or two.
He was, and like you said, the defender, the runner sort of had to run a yard or two around to get out of the hands of Daniel Forsman. And with that being said, he had to lose some of that momentum he had, and the Westmoreland Eagles were to meet him right up toward the line of scrimmage. It's going to set up 3rd down and 8, Trousdale County in their own territory at around the 37-yard line.
And talking to several of the players, especially some of these linemen, the big goal for them was to make them go sideways. And if they feel that they can make them go sideways, we are in really good shape. And so far, that's rung true as it's 3rd and 8 now for Cole Gregory and company. There's the snap. Gregory's going to throw in the flat outside, number 22. He's going to cut back upfield. Has some room to run. He's going to get enough for a first down. That is Coben Calhoun, who changed to number 22 just for tonight's game.
Great job by Calhoun. He was able to make a man miss on the left side of that line. The blocks held up for him, and Trousdale County moves the chains.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. And it's plays like that as Eagles, we really don't want to let up. Those are the ones that we need and not give it those 3rd and longs. So Greg is going to take it and run it himself up the field. He's going to be met there at the line, first by number 45, Dylan Cook, and a gain of about 2.
Dylan Cook read it perfectly right there. They had a big tight end trying to go to that right side of the line to kind of kick him out, and he just pushed him off. He was able to come in and collapse on the quarterback and drive him back. So that's a good play right there by Dylan Cook for any big gains.
Another one of those seniors, and this was another common theme I heard from the seniors, that they don't want tonight to be their last game. They want to be able to keep playing as long as they can play, and plays like that are going to help. As Cook and Graves switch sides real quick. As Gregory prepares the second 8 snap, he's going to run himself, try and get on that left side. He is going to be tackled at about the 43-yard line. Awful close to a first down. I believe he's still going to be a yard short. But this might be a big moment here, Luke. Number 6, Cole Gregory for Trousdale County, is still down on the field.
And the athletics department's going to come out and take a look at him. He's still down. This doesn't look like a cramp either, Coach.
This is not a good thing for Trousdale County. Now 3rd and 2. The quarterback is now number 22. That's Coben Calhoun. There's a snap. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle. Has some room to run. He'll get enough for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. And my thought here is you're going to see a lot more of that Wildcat keep by Coben Calhoun, as he's also primarily listed as a running back, defensive back, just like Cole Gregory is.
And that's what we saw him do a couple of times here tonight, is run the football in that halfback position, and now he's going to come in the quarterback position. So you're going to see a big change of game plan here from the Yellow Jackets.
What's going to be interesting here is it looks like actually number 3 is the only other one listed as a QB on here, and that is Noah Cook. He's going to take the snaps here for the Yellow Jackets. Hands off to Calhoun, and Calhoun is met and brought down by Grant Lilly. What a tackle.
And I say it every week, make a WWE analogy here. That was a suplex right there by Grant Lilly. It seems like that's his tackle form of choice. And Trousdale County here, we're going to have to see how they respond. Their quarterback goes down, and That's a big moment. Of course, we hope everything's okay on that side, but big moment here has it's a complete change of game plan on both sides. Westmoreland Eagles no longer have to respect that pass as much, you would assume.
Probably not. What you're going to see is now they keep alternating back and forth between Calhoun is back now taking the snap. Sends one in motion. Calhoun's going to run it out himself. He's going to be met and brought down. Colton Sizemore in the backfield brings down Calhoun for a loss of about 5 on the play.
Colton Sizemore had those arms out in the backfield, and he was not letting him get away. Big loss for Trousdale County. Now they're backed up at the Westmoreland Eagles. We're on the 43-yard line, and the yard to gain is way down there. I think that's around the 27 is the yard to gain.
So we're looking at 3rd and about 15, based on your quick math there. It looks like now Cook is getting ready to take the snap. Once again, Cook is one of the only ones listed as a quarterback on the roster. So interesting to see as Cook is going to roll out towards his left, going to throw backwards on the screen pass to number 99. He's going to have some room to run. He's going to be tripped up. Gained quite a bit of yardage back, but it is going to be 4th down as Quentin Moore, the tight end, was able to get us to 4th and 8, and they're rushing right to the line of scrimmage. As Cook is going to send Moore from one side to the other. And they're going to get a free 5 yards as Sizemore was a little overzealous and jumped to the neutral zone.
So this completely changes how you think of this play. When you come from a 4th and 8 at a desperate pass play to now 4th down and 3, the whole entire playbook is open, and we're probably going to see a short run play here by Trousdale County. And just on that previous play, talking about that tight end Moore, I don't know if we have heights and weights on him. He was a big guy running downfield. I wonder if they're going to try and get him the ball more and try and rough up this Westmoreland Eagles secondary.
It'll be interesting to see. He is on that right side. Cook is in the backfield to take the snap. There's a snap. Cook is going to roll to his left, come back, throws over the top. It's going to be broken up. What a play by Cooper White, knocking that ball loose from number 47, Jake Ferguson.
It would have been close to the 1st down if he would have caught it. I don't know where they would have marked that ball at, but Cooper White not going to take the chance. Incomplete pass in the Westmoreland Eagles, who leads 7-0, 6:44 left in the 2nd quarter. Get the ball back in Trousdale County territory.
So it is 1st and 10 on the turnover on downs. And if the Eagles can get another score here, things just get real interesting real quick.
It is. Westmoreland needs to keep their foot on the gas.
Richardson's in the shotgun this time. White goes a little bit of motion, hands it off to Cook. Cook trying to go around that left side. He's got blockers ahead of him. He's got a whole blockade of blockers going, and he'll get 8 yards of the play to that left sideline.
And you told me after the touchdown in the break that the Westmoreland Eagles were loving to run on that right side of the field. I think Trousdale County might have been expecting that right side of the field. They had so much success on that the previous drive, but Coach Perry and the Westmoreland Eagles offense switches it up, and pretty good game there on 1st
Just
down.
enough to keep Trousdale County on their toes, I imagine. And so it's going to be 2nd, actually going to be closer to 3, as Richardson takes a snap. Fakes at the Cook. Going to throw it over the top. That is to White. White tries to outrun his defender. He's going to the 50, to the 40. He's going to 35. He's going to be pushed out about the 32-yard line. Cooper White on the reception.
And that play flips the field right there. A big play right there by Cooper White. He's able to get turned upfield, and it's all speed from there. And the Westmoreland Eagles offense, they are rolling here on the Creek Bank.
It is an F&M Bank 1st down as the Eagles are now in Trousdale County territory at the 32-yard line. Up 7-0 and looking for more.
So we saw White and Sizemore, White and Cook run that ball in the previous couple of plays. Now comes in Robert Todd, Matthew Martin, along with Colton Sizemore here. So we'll see the Chews as they're now in Yellow Jacket territory.
Peyton Dickens also checks into the game. As they break the huddle late, there's 4 seconds on the play clock. Richardson has to get in motion quickly. He does. Fakes it to Sizemore. He's going to keep it in. He's going to pitch it to Martin. A little high of a pitch. Martin pulls it down. He's going to try to get on the outside of the block set by Vinson. What a play by Matthew Martin individually. It's going to be enough for an F&M Bank 1st down.
And I'll tell you what, I was kind of scared when he initially threw that pitch. It looked a little high for Martin, but Martin was able to corral it in and turn it into a 1st down. So the Westmoreland Eagles sitting here on the 20-yard line. 6:15 left to go in the second quarter, and the clock will run.
Eagles in the red zone now, thanks to that option pitch to Matthew Martin. Richardson under center. He's got Sizemore and White behind him. This ball's going to go to White. White cuts back through the middle of the line, lowers his shoulder, spins off of one, and he's going to be finally finished off with a big tackle by Trousdale County. I believe that's number 22, Coben Calhoun, but a gain of 9 for White on the play.
And we love to talk about Cooper White's speed, but something that goes unmentioned with Cooper White is he's just willing to go down there in the trenches and lay a block, and in that instance right there, lower his shoulder and get some additional yardage.
Trousdale County is going to take a timeout. I'll take this opportunity to remind you about this being the Ponce Law Broadcast Center. 2nd and 1 coming out of the timeout. The ball is on the left hash. Clyde Vinson's going to be wide to the right. Richardson's in the shotgun. He's got Sizemore kind of offset to the right from him. Richardson takes a snap. This one goes to Sizemore. He's going to lower his shoulder. He'll get to the 9, and that'll be enough for an F&M Bank first down for the Eagles. And you get the feeling they just want to get that first down. Let's go 1st and goal.
It is a great sweet block right there by Hunter Gray, who has once again changed numbers on us. I don't know which one. I forget which one he is week to week, but he's 52
I feel bad now because I talked to the voice of the Yellow Jackets, Jerry Richmond, earlier, and I changed the number. I told him it's going to be number 27, and then now all of a sudden he is back to number 52. And I feel really bad because I don't ever want to lie to Jerry Richmond. He's the voice of the Yellow Jackets, and earlier this season he did the radio for his 500th game, Luke. 500. That's a lot.
That is
As Richardson takes a snap, this one goes to Cook, trying to get around that left side. He's going to bounce off of one and be spun down off that tackle, so it would be no gain on the play.
And
just for reference, Luke, I think I need to count it. I might be at 125.
Maybe 125.
Maybe between Station Camp, Westmoreland. I didn't do any football for Sycamore. I only did basketball for Sycamore. So.
And I've entered the double digits for any you keen listeners here.
You certainly have. 2nd and 9 now as the Eagles are in the red zone. Ball's going to be handed off to White. Tries to get around that right edge. Has some room to run towards the pylon and down its right side. He is going to be brought down at the 1-yard line. A great tackle by Trousdale County number 22, Calhoun, as he has been the star of Trousdale County so far. But Cooper White got it to the 1.
Same scenario the Eagles were last time in the first quarter. 3rd and goal at the goal line. Lining up in the shotgun.
Richardson's in the shotgun. He's got Sizemore right beside him. White goes in motion. Takes a hand. Richardson's going to keep it himself around that right end. And Richardson is going to walk in for the Trifecta Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles. Another score for Westmoreland. And an offensive fireworks show is coming out here tonight.
It is. The Westmoreland Eagles back-to-back drives that go for a touchdown. Last time that happened, I believe, was in Jackson County.
It very well might have been, as Peyton Dickens getting ready to put this point after up. 4:21 left to go in the first half. Eagles lead 13-0. There's a snap, the extra point. They got into the backfield, but I think Dickens still got it off, and it will be 14-0 now in favor of your Eagles here on WHINradio.com. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as the Eagles seem to be picking up where they left off last year when they came to Trousdale County. And in great shape, up 14-0 with 4:21 left to go here in the opening half before our Stephen O'Brien halftime show, which our faithful listeners always know is a fun time. I know last week we didn't want to talk about the Titans. I think we will this week because there have been some big news with the Titans this week, and I want to get Luke's opinion on it. I want to see if he's gotten any sleep since earlier this week. As Dickens is going to kick this one over to the left side this time, it's going to be taken and fallen on by Trousdale County at the 29-yard line.
So we'll see how Trousdale County comes out here and answers. The quarterback went down, and I don't know if we've had any updates on him so far, but the Luke Carter diagnosis, it really wasn't a good sight for Trousdale County as he came off with help, not even on the own of his own power. And for Trousdale County, you look at that board, Trousdale County state champions in 22, 72, 1990, 1993, 97, 98, 2005, 2008, 2009, 2013. This is a winning organization, Coach Combs, and they've not done much winning the past 2 seasons.
And there's a flag on the play. It's going to be illegal substitution on Trousdale County. Too many men breaking the huddle. And Luke, you're absolutely right. I mean, even before I was around the Westmoreland and Westmoreland related to Trousdale County, and I was in Gallatin area station camp, or even when I was at Sycamore, you knew about Trousdale County.
You did.
You knew the name.
It's kind of this small town in Hartsville, and what they're known for is they're a good physical football team.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 now after the illegal substitution penalty on the Jackets on their own 24-yard line. 4:19 to go here in this opening half of play. Cook now in the shotgun. He's going to take it and hand it off inside, trying to get on the outside of it. He's going to get there. Is number 47, Ferguson. He's going to be tackled and brought down by Grant Lilly. But a great seal-in tackle there by the receiver here on this left side. I believe it was Calhoun.
It was Calhoun. That was a great block that he laid right there. And Trousdale County, they were able to get a modest gain on 2nd down, and we'll see what they come out with here.
Especially coming from 5 yards back. So it's 2nd and 6. And another free 5 yards for the Jackets as defensive lineman for the Eagles jumped.
I believe that was Sizemore again.
I believe it was. So it'll be 2nd and 1 now. So basically they got the 5 yards back for that penalty and call it even.
They did, and 2nd and short in Trousdale County. Down 14-0, 4:09 left in the 2nd quarter. They're kind of in desperation mode right now.
Cook in the shotgun. There's a snap. Hands off inside. He's going to be tackled in the backfield. Question is, did he get enough? It looks like, according to that spot, he did.
I do believe forward progress is going to give, and the white cap says yes, that will. So Trousdale County can move the chains. And to reiterate what I said the last thing, it's not necessarily desperation time for Trousdale County, but when you take a look at the back, and when we're in the 4th quarter analyzing where this game went right or wrong for the Westmoreland Eagles, it could be this drive right here in the middle of the 2nd quarter.
It absolutely could be, because if you also remember the detail, Trousdale County will receive the 2nd half kickoff. And so this could be a big drive here as Calhoun is back in the quarterback spot, takes the snap. He's going to run it to that right side behind his tight end, number 99. And he'll get 2 yards on the play. Once again, a flock of Eagles led by Hunter Gray will bring him down. Gain of about 2.5.
2.5, and Calhoun, he's a big guy, and he put his head down, and he ran right into it, and the Westmoreland Eagles formed a wall right there, and he just bounced off of it and went down. So 2nd down and about 8 coming up.
I think you're going to see a lot of that physical football we talked about with Trousdale County. They're just going to put their shoulder down and gain whatever yards they can get. Be interesting to see as Calhoun takes a snap, gives that to Moore. He's going to be going on that left side. He's going to be tackled and tripped up, led by Carson Borders, Ethan Graves, and a gain of about another 2.5. Here you get to the 5-yard line. Now the problem is going 2.5 every time will get you to a 1st down. But would they be willing to chance that? It's now 3rd and 5, 2:30 to go in this opening half.
And 2.5 at a time. That's what we talk about, making them earn every yard. And if they're going to get a 1st down, getting 2.5 every time, as a Westmoreland Eagles defense, you're going to be more willing to give them that than a big spark play, because eventually they're going to get 2.25, not 2.5.
Cook is back in the shotgun. And looks like Trousdale will take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with him as well. Here at 2:16 to go in the 1st half. Eagles lead 14-0. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as we're coming out from the timeout. It's 3rd and 5. And it's interesting to see how Trousdale County is not really rushing to the line here at all. But it's 3rd and 5 with 2:16 to go. Cook takes the snap, rolls towards his right, throws in the flat to his tight end, and he misses it. One it looks like tight end Quentin Moore would typically catch, and I think he wants that one back.
And it hit Moore right between the numbers, and that's going to set up 4th down. It looks like Trousdale County is most likely going to send out their punt unit here as they're in their own territory at the 45-yard line.
I'd say early on, and it was 4th and about 8, and they went for it, but that was also in Eagle territory. This one is now on their own 45-yard line, and it looks to be, let's just see who that number is. The punts get away as Calhoun is going to be a short kick. Bounces at the 38-yard line, does take a Yellow Jacket bounce to about the 30, and that's where the Eagles will start their next drive.
Exactly.
Actually, I don't think it was 22, it was 23, wasn't it?
Exactly 2 minutes on the clock as well. As the Eagles get the ball back here right before halftime, they're up 14-0.
14-0 on their own 30-yard line. All 3 timeouts available for the Eagles.
And something we failed to mention on this final October Friday is the jersey. Britches report, as Jim White calls it. We'll get to it right after this play.
Richardson's going to be under center. White goes in motion. Richardson takes it, going to fake the handoff, passes it out to White. White tries to make one-man miss, will reach forward. Depending on where they mark him down at, it's going to be short.
It's going to be a yard short, and he stays
It's going to be about 3 yards short. I think they called him before that reach. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. Eagles right to the line of scrimmage. Can snap the ball real quick, and they're going to, Trousdale County is going to have to take their last time out of the first half. And while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and keep it here for a moment. Trousdale called the last one. I think they are short a timeout on the scoreboard. Trousdale has called all 3 timeouts thus far. So I believe Trousdale is out. Richardson takes a motion, going to hand that to White, trying to get around the outside, tries to get past Moore. He is ripped down by number 52 for Trousdale. That is Parker Clemens. He is back on the field, which is a good sign for the Yellow Jackets. But I don't know. If I see 99 on one side, I might go the other way if I see him in a dark alley.
Yeah, and Cooper White ran out of blocks and he ran out of quick. So 3rd down and short here. Clock running minute 15 now.
Richardson under center, takes a snap, hands it to Sizemore. Sizemore pushes ahead, bowls off of one, and is still running. He's got Vincent blocking for ahead of him. He's going to get to the 45, the 40, and does he get out of bounds?
The clock stopped. I don't see the signal yet.
They stopped it for the first down, as it is an F&M Bank first down. What a run by Colton Sizemore. I don't know what. There's a conversation from the referees. They're going to call a face mask on Trousdale to add on to it.
So I believe, what is that, 15? I know it's 15 in the NFL. I don't know if it's 10 or 15 in high school, but nonetheless, this completely flips how you play this game. Westmoreland's now entering deep into Trousdale County. They have 3 timeouts on the board. The clock's at a minute 01 right now, and the Westmoreland Eagles are thinking points right now.
Looks like they give it an incidental face mask, so it's going to only be 5-yard variety to the Trousdale 39-yard line. Richardson now in the shotgun. Sends Martin in motion out wide. There's the snap. And I think Matthew turned that corner a little too early, Luke.
Matthew did. Saw it earlier on the first quarter. Just got a little head start, maybe a step over, and maybe a half a second early.
So it is going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Eagles. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 44. A minute 1 left to go in this opening half before the Stephen O'Brien halftime show.
So we talked about the run pass which in the scenario, and I still think, what about you? I still think at some point you have to air this ball out.
I would think so. And they've got 3 receivers wide to the right between Cook, White, and Vinson. As they're going to throw to Cook in the flat. A beautiful route combination there, by the way. As Cook is going to run out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Gain of about 10 on the play. A beautiful route combination. I mean, I don't get to talk about this much because I only know enough football to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about on radio. White went long. Vinson came in. Cook went out. And it's kind of almost a natural pick play for Cook to get open. That was pretty. That was beautiful. I love it.
And great intelligence right there by Dylan Cook, too. He's able to get it a bounce, stop the clock. The Eagles don't have to burn a timeout. And it's 2nd down and around 4.
So 2nd and 4 from the 34-yard line. Richardson sends Cook into motion. There's a snap looking out towards his left. Trying to break free. Has one chasing him. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Cook was in the area. A smart play by Jacob Richardson.
Smart play. We saw him early in the season, and that situation, he might have tried to do too much and take a sack right there. Good play by Richardson, getting that ball out, getting another play, 3rd and manageable.
So still 3rd and 4. But, yeah, absolutely. You didn't have anything. He was being chased down by Trousdale's number 61, Rob Atwood, the senior defensive lineman, who had just gotten through the offensive line by Carson Borders, I think, which is hard to get by. So I'd play it safe too. So it is 3rd down, 3rd and 4. Richardson sends White in motion. Richardson's going to keep it himself. He's going to throw in the flat to Vinson. Oh, and so just a little bit behind Joshua Vinson on the slant route. Beautiful throw. Just missed by a hair, and it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles with 44 seconds.
And I didn't see it good from my angle. Did that hit him in the hands?
It was a little behind him, so he had to reach a little bit behind him. But, man, oh, man, it was a great play. The Eagles are going to go for it. It is 4th and 4 as Evan Gross comes out with the play.
44 seconds on the clock.
Richardson in the shotgun. He's got Sizemore right beside him. There's a bunch formation on the right side. There's a snap. Has a free runner on the inside. Great block by Sizemore. Richardson's going to throw. He's going to overthrow White. I might have liked to see him keep running there, but a great block by Sizemore to keep Richardson safe and give us an opportunity, as it's going to be 1st and 10, turnover on downs, back to Trousdale County with 38.2 seconds.
Sizemore prevented his quarterback from being killed and gave him an opportunity to get that ball out. So Trousdale County now going to get the ball with 38 seconds left, 0 timeouts to go, and a long way to go.
And they haven't seemed to be one that want to go down the field that quick in a hurry. So we'll see what Cook does, as he's now in at quarterback when Gregory went down with an injury. Cook's going to take it, he's going to hand it to Moore. Moore is going to be met by several Eagles at the line. He'll gain about 3 or 4 on the play, but that's not going to be enough to help Trousdale out a whole lot here as that clock continues to run at 25 seconds.
I think they're just going to go into halftime here. Trailing 14-0, Trousdale will get the ball back as that clock's at 15 now and ticking.
And to tell you the truth, as a coach and knowing the situation as they just lost their quarterback, I think that's exactly what you do. I think everything's changed right now. Your guy isn't there. You need to get a chance to regroup. And this is the best time to do it. It is 14-0. You're down 2 scores, but get a chance to regroup. Get your guys together. Get a plan in place with your coaches all in one room together and not off of different headsets.
So we'll see if Peyton Dickens looks to try and kick this one for the touchback or kick it to one of the up men.
It is an up kick, going to bounce at the 26-yard line, and he's going to dive on it and to the 28, and that's where Trousdale County will start their next possession. And, Luke, I do have an update from a trusted source. Cole Gregory is not coming back tonight. Apparently it is a broken ankle is the report I'm hearing, and so that is not only done for tonight. If they even were able to advance to play next week, he would not be playing in that one either.
Tough loss for Trousdale County. Hope everything comes okay with Cole.
And so on their own 29-yard line, there's the snap. Calhoun's going to be taking it, tries to cut back. He's going to be tripped up and brought down by the Eagles. They kind of had to hold on there for a little bit because Calhoun is a big, strong football player, and he didn't go down.
Yeah, and Calhoun cut back, and there was Cade Perry right there waiting for him whenever he cut back, and Cade Perry's signature tackle choice, kind of go down low and let the defender topple over top of you. So Trousdale County, in a half that was dominated by the Westmoreland Eagles, comes out here facing 14-point deficit. We'll see what they try and go on this opening drive of the second half. Calhoun in the shotgun. And looks like Trousdale County may have jumped a little bit early, and this one might back them up 5.
They are going to back it up 5 yards. I was been interested to see, I hope, because Brady Graves got into the offensive lineman for Trousdale County. I didn't want that to be a cheap call there on Graves.
And
but thankfully it's not.
Brady Graves, I was talking to him earlier at break, and he said this is the biggest game of his high school career.
And he had some big ones last year too. So Calhoun's going to take this one. He's going to fake the handoff to Moore. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to be tripped up by Colton Sizemore. And Luke, to be completely 100% honest with you, I was about to say that he tripped on the ground. He didn't trip on the ground. Colton Sizemore had a lot to do with it.
Colton Sizemore had a hand under his leg, and that's going to back him up some more. So it's going to be third down and about, I would say, 13 or 12,
I
maybe
believe
long
so,
12.
closer to 12. Closer to 12 here as Cook for Trousdale County is coming out with the play. Once again, Trousdale County's quarterback, Cole Gregory, is out for the game. So the Yellow Jackets have been switching quarterbacks back and forth between Noah Cook and number 22, Coben Calhoun. Cook will take it. He's going to roll towards his left. Look downfield. He's going to air it out across the middle. It's going to be deflected by Hunter Gray and fall incomplete. And Trousdale County should be forced to punt here, I would imagine.
They will be forced to punt, and that ball ended up in the dirt about 2 yards in front of his receiver. But even if the receiver would have caught it, there was Eagles all around him right there. Cade Perry in coverage.
Coben Calhoun on to punt this one away. He did not have a great punt on his first attempt. We'll see what he gets this time as the snap is there. It's low and wide to the other side. He's going to have to keep it. He doesn't have room to run. The Eagles are going to be chasing him from behind. Someone got him there. Let's see. That was, I believe Perry got to him first, but Forsman took the brunt of it. As when Perry tackled him from behind, he tackled him into Forsman, and Forsman, his head snapped back a little bit. Hopefully the boy's okay.
He had some injuries going in, a broken thumb. He's playing with a club right now, bandage, cast-like material over his arm, over his hand, rather. But nonetheless, the Westmoreland Eagles set up in great field position at about the 29-yard line.
There was a penalty. It looked to be on Trousdale County. There's going to be declined for obvious reasons, as the Eagles are now on the Trousdale County number 29-yard line with 10-12 to go, looking to go up 3 scores. As Richardson goes under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand that one to Cook. Cook follows his blockers, borders right ahead of him. He'll push ahead to the 20. Keep his head down, pushing forward. Did he get enough to that first down? He does. That's another F&M Bank first down on the great run by senior number 45, Dylan Cook.
Great downhill running by Dylan Cook, getting some offensive line push as well. And the Westmoreland Eagles set up in the Yellow Jacket red zone again. Past 2 times they've been down here, it's been 2 touchdowns from the goal line.
Richardson takes a snap, gives it to White on the end around. He's going to be met in the backfield this time, but White will fall forward. And I don't know how, but somehow gained 3 yards on the play. And there's a late flag thrown in. And it was high, too. I was about to say, I see over there those kids throwing the football all the time. I keep thinking that's a flag being thrown. But this time it was thrown from the official over there, and it was thrown about a mile high, Luke.
It was way up there. We'll see what it's on. Probably not.
It looks like it's on Trousdale. It is going to be a personal foul on Trousdale County. And thanks to the penalty, that will be enough for an automatic F&M Bank first down. It's going to be first and goal from the 7-yard line. Richardson will be under center. Richardson takes a snap, gives that one to White. White bounces off of one Yellow Jacket, pushes forward towards the goal line, and there's not a touchdown signal. Looks like there is a
penalty marker.
Flag down.
I don't know if they're going to get someone in the block in the back or a
It's at the
holding.
1. So it's over on that 1, like on the other hash, though. It's on the other side of the field from where the play happened.
Long discussion. You don't see Trousdale County kind of marching back. You see them standing stagnant. This one might be on Trousdale County.
They don't
no
look
clue.
thrilled either. There's no claps. There's no excitement. So they are looking for it, and there's the referee will now have the ball. There's going to be a hold on the Eagles.
And I think that just might be a telltale sign for how Trousdale County's playing right now. A penalty that wipes a touchdown off the board and not a single head nod, clap, acknowledgement of even anything positive. Trousdale County might have lost all of their hope, and there's still 9:31 left to go in the third quarter.
I think you're absolutely right. Now it's going to be first and goal from the 12-yard line on that left hash.
Vincent out wide to the left.
Richardson goes under center, sends White into motion, takes a snap. Going to keep it, going to pitch it to White on that right side. Going to try and get around a couple Yellow Jackets, pushes himself forwards toward the goal line. He's going to be just short at the 1. And it's kind of one of those, Cooper White saying, I'm back to where I was in the first place.
So Cooper White gets him right back down to the 1 yard line, 2nd and goal.
Eagles right back on the line of scrimmage, 2nd and goal from the 1. Richardson's going to reach up over the top himself, and he's in. Another Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles to go up 20-0, pending this extra point with 9:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter of action. And Luke, there's no other way to describe this Trousdale sideline that we're on besides stunned.
You know, I was here my freshman year of high school, and this was a loud place. This was a great high school environment, and it's silent right now.
Peyton Dickens ready for the point after attempt. Snap, set, kick is on the way, and it is good. With that, your Eagles go up 21-0 on the Trousdale County Yellow Jackets. And so now the special teams and defense get a chance to go at it again, and right now they're the exciting ones. As the kick is up, this one Dickens is going to get into. It's going to land, take it at the 5. He is going to be running the right side. It is Calhoun looking to go and push himself ahead. He's going to be toppled over. I believe that was by Joshua Vinson at the 22-yard line. Now, I want to remind you after that Trevecca touchdown that Trevecca Nazarene University is the season-long touchdown partner for all games on the WHIN radio network. Trevecca has been home to thousands of Sumner County students after high school and has led the way in higher education right from the heart of their Nashville campus. Trevecca is one special university that sets you up for a lifelong touchdown. Want to learn more about Trevecca? Visit them online at trevecca.edu. Trevecca Nazarene University, serving Nashville and the world since 1901. Cook does take the snap. He is looking downfield. He's going to air it out right down the middle of the field. It's going to be deflected and tipped away by Cade Perry. What a play, because that had touchdown written all over it.
It did. Calhoun had a step on Cade Perry, and also on the right side of the field, that was Devon Wofford. He had a step running a streak down that right side wide open. And great play out there by Cade Perry, able to adjust on the ball.
So that is a big, huge play here, as that one could have really turned the momentum of this game if they had one play, one touchdown there for Cook to Calhoun. But Cade Perry came up with the big play instead. Cook is now going to be on the outside for Trousdale. It is Calhoun looking to take this snap. 2nd and 10. Cook goes in motion. There's the snap. It is a high snap. And Calhoun's going to run himself on that left side. He's going to be tripped up by Ethan Graves. Finished off by Dylan Cook and Cooper White. Gain of 4 on the play, though.
Sets up 3rd down for Trousdale County. I said in the 2nd quarter, and maybe not so true there, but it is definitely true here. Trousdale County is in a desperation score kind of mode.
They are getting real close to that point. You can tell by them airing it out like they just did down the seam route. And almost got the touchdown if it wasn't for Cade Perry coming from behind to deflect that one. But it'll be 3rd and about 7 on the 25-yard line. Cook takes a snap, rolling towards his left. Going to be met there at the line. It's going to up short, and Cade Perry has it, as does the Trousdale receiver. They're fighting for it at the 50-yard line.
No signal yet.
It is simultaneous possession. Both teams are saying they have it. Waiting to see.
Cade Perry did not come up with the ball. Officials discussing. Trousdale County says they have it.
Trousdale's walking up there. That's the first emotion we've seen from Trousdale County.
It's a big huddle around. They're just attacking the middle of the field. They did it earlier on 1st down. And
they're going to call it, I believe it's an ineligible man downfield, so all of it comes backwards anyway. There is the penalty flag. It's over there on the far side. Kind of hard to tell.
So a big discussion, all for nothing. And really, if that ineligible man downfield doesn't go, I think Trousdale County gets that call.
I think that, and I'm going to be 100% honest. I believe they had simultaneous possession, which goes to the offense. I believe they would have had it. I believe it does go to the offense, that once he was down on the ground with any sort of possession there, I believe it is immediately to the offense's part. The defense is not able to rip it away. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's the call.
So we saw Trousdale County attack the middle of the field in that seam route to Calhoun 2 times this series of plays. So, you know, what's stopping them from doing it a third time?
I think they're going to have to and be looking for, and they're trying. It looks like they're trying to pick on Perry. Cook is going to be in the shotgun by himself. There's the snap, rolling over towards his right. Going to throw it backwards to Moore, number 99. He's going to be tackled. What a play by Hunter Gray. Big loss on the tackle by Gray. What a play.
Hunter Gray Reddick came down with a full head of steam and a full-on spear tackle by Hunter Gray.
Because you remember that the Yellow Jackets kind of got us on that play earlier. Not for first down or anything, but for a good chunk of yards, they got that one. Gray was ready for that one.
And Trousdale County's really probably got no choice but to punt this ball away again.
It looks like it, as Calhoun is going to be standing on his own 1-yard line. They had too many men on the field. They had to get off. The snap is low. Calhoun still gets it off. And they're going to clear it away as it takes an Eagle bounce back to the 44-yard line of Trousdale County. And that's where the Eagles will start with it. Now, as we get our kind of interchange here, Luke, I'm going to give you a chance here. We did it at Liberty Creek, but we hadn't done it since. I don't know why we hadn't done it. I thought it was a really good little part we added here. A fantasy football waiver pickup. And I'm talking about one that we all know you want to have Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce right now, especially with the whole Swifty thing going on. But who are you picking up on the waiver wire that's maybe some teams don't have?
Last time I said Kyron Williams, and Kyron Williams is on injury reserve, so pick up Rams running back Darrell Henderson.
Darrell Henderson is your pickup. Just keep that in mind. As the ball gets handed off to Cook, trying to get around the outside, has blockers ahead of him, gets another block ahead. He's going to get to the 40-yard line.
Penalty marker comes flying in after the play was over. I don't know who this one's going to go on, but looking at that left side, Cook
he's pointing towards Trousdale County. I believe this one's going the Eagles' way as well. It was a 4-yard run by Dylan Cook, following his 3 lead blockers ahead of him. A beautifully designed little route.
And he had 3 blockers go ahead of him. There's only one Yellow Jacket out there on that side, so they all 3 blocked the same guy. And Dylan Cook was able to fall forward for some extra
And
yards.
with the penalty, it's going to be enough for an F&M Bank first down all the way to the 25-yard line. I'll tell you what, these penalties for Trousdale County have been in big favor for the Eagles.
They have, and really it's been a theme so far.
Another flag comes in.
And something must have been said down there on the field.
And I believe someone just got ejected.
I didn't see
As the referees are talking about it here.
He's got his pen and paper out. That usually means something along those lines. I didn't see which Yellow Jacket came up the field, if any.
47 came off the field, but there goes 22. I thought 22 was the one that was going to have to go because he was the one that was right by where the referee that threw the flag was. And that is also big for, maybe not, because he doesn't look like he's coming off the field. So they are going to keep moving it up, and that's going to be another F&M Bank first down. So it's not Calhoun. I believe it was 47, if there was one. I'm not 100% sure of that, and I'm not saying that the kid got ejected if I'm wrong on that. So, but I thought I saw him raise his thumb going back the other way. So it is going to be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for the Eagles. 6:30 to go in this third quarter of action. And Richardson goes under center, sends White in motion, takes a snap, going to hand it to Cook back the other direction, has his blockers ahead of him another time. Cook will somehow slide out of that one. I don't know how he kept going, and he'll get 6 yards. I thought he was forced on a slide out of bounds, but he kept his feet up and kept going down the field. Good running by Dylan Cook.
Too. And, you know, the Westmoreland Eagles, they can still get a first down here as the ball is on about, I would say, the 5-yard line, the first down indicator at about the 3. Maybe even the 2.
So we're going to call it second and about 2 on the left hash. As Richardson is going to be under center. He's got Sizemore right behind him. White goes in motion. There is a flag, I believe, 2-minute motion there for your Eagles.
So that's going to back the Westmoreland Eagles up 5 on second down. The clock, 5:26 on the clock. The Westmoreland Eagles lead 21-0. And they are driving in Yellow Jacket territory at around the 10-yard line.
So they're right on the 10. You mentioned already, quite astutely, I mentioned that they can get a first down without scoring, as it's second and about 7 on the 10-yard line here. Play clock's at 5 as the Eagles break the huddle. Richardson in the shotgun, takes a snap, going to hand it to White. White trying to get it around that right side towards that pylon on the right side again. He's going to get there. Another Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for your Eagles around that right side of the pylon. Cooper White for his second of the night. Both Cooper and Jacob Richardson with 2 touchdowns so far.
And a 4-score lead now for the Westmoreland Eagles in the third quarter. 4:55 left to go. Peyton Dickens, it'll be 28-0 if extra point pending.
Dickens on for the extra point. Perfect so far. Snap is away, set, kick is up, and it is good. So with that, with 4:55 left to go here in the third quarter, the Eagles take a 28-0 lead over the Trousdale County Yellow Jackets. From the right hash, it's up, and it's a low line drive. It's going to bounce it to 20 and skip to the returner for Trousdale County. Tries to come upfield, and he's going to be grabbed by Jeremiah Harrison and brought down at the 22-yard line, maybe the 23. So, Luke, I have some that I'm thinking about. Let's see what you may want to help me out with some of these. I can become the most hated person for most of our listeners, because Tennessee is a 4-point favorite at Lexington, at Kentucky. Do you know what Tennessee's record on the road is this year?
I do not.
0-2.
0-2.
0-2 on the road
I think
this
that's
year
a stretch.
Against Kentucky. I've got Arizona has been good to me already. They're an underdog again as well. As players in motion, Coben pitches to Ferguson, and a good tackle in the backfield. I believe it was Forsman.
That is 47, so he's not ejected from the game. And
He was not. I'm glad I had that wrong. Just to be honest with you on it. Both Calhoun and Ferguson are in, so I was wrong on the ejection. Must have been another, maybe just unsportsmanlike conduct, and if you get 2 of those, you're out. Something like that. So it is second and about 12 on the Trousdale County 22-yard line. Cook prepares for the snap. He's assuming that's Calhoun, prepares for the snap, and Cook kind of bobbles it, and he's going to be met by Ethan Graves for the Slim Chicken sack. First one of the evening here tonight for your Eagles.
Ethan Graves comes away with a Slim Chicken sack, and that fires me up. And that ball right there, Calhoun was having to kind of control possession of that ball as Ethan Graves was driving him down to the ground. So that's going to set him back quite a bit.
So it's going to be third and about 18 now, as they need to get to the 33-yard line, it appears, from the 15. Several wide. Calhoun in the shotgun. He's going to bring Cook behind him. There's the snap. Going to pitch it to Cook. Cook's looking to air this one out. He's going to air it down that sideline. It's going to be out of bounds. Defended there by who else but Cade Perry.
And that ball was uncatchable for the Westmoreland Eagles that were even on the sideline, much less a receiver in the right of play. So incomplete pass. That's going to bring up fourth down. Trousdale County left really no choice but to punt this ball away, because it's fourth and Westmoreland, Coach Combs.
It just about is. It's about the distance from here to Westmoreland that they are down. It is as Calhoun will be ready to punt this one away. There's the snap. Calhoun on a punt. The Eagles came after it. And it's going to be a short punt. It is going to take a Yellow Jacket bounce to the 45-yard line. The Eagles came after that one. There is a flag down, though.
And I heard a fan.
It is a false start on the Yellow Jackets. And now if you're the Eagles, do you make them punt it again from the 45-yard line? You shake your head, yes. I think I might agree. No,
And
they're gonna take it where it is. They'll take it where it is here at the 45-yard line and keep it there. So the big play on that drive was the sack. And this season, Slim Chicken sponsors all quarterback sacks made by your Eagles on the WHIN broadcast network. After tonight's game, be sure and stop by Slim Chickens for a sack full of the best hand-breaded tenders, perfect wings, sandwiches, or wraps. You can't go wrong with a sack of great food from Slim Chickens. Don't forget the Slim's app. Download it now for all kinds of great rewards. Hendersonville and Mount Juliet coming soon to Goodlettsville. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the Trousdale 45-yard line with 3:07 left to go here in the third quarter. Richardson sends White in motion from left to right. Richardson's going to roll out to his right. Has one chasing him behind. Sizemore gets in the way. He's going to throw it over the top to White. Beautiful touch on the ball. This is going to be to the 32-yard line. Beautiful touch over the Trousdale defender and right into Cooper White's waiting hands.
great play right there by Richardson, great route. And, you know, the Westmoreland Eagles, they're really able to keep this Yellow Jacket defense honest, sprinkling in some pass.
Absolutely. And that was just a beautiful pass, too, from Richardson to White. And it was an F&M Bank first down. So while they're deciding to play, look, I'm still working here. You got Arizona that is a 3-point underdog to Oregon State. But the one I'm thinking about, Luke, is I might be crazy, but right now I'm on a streak, so I might ride it here for a second. We'll talk about it after this snap here as Richardson sends Cook into motion. Cook has the ball, and Cook is going to be brought down to the backfield and will fumble the football. Recovered by Trousdale County at their own 36-yard line. Turnover on the fumble to the Trousdale County Yellow Jackets.
And is it really a Westmoreland Eagles football game without a fumble?
Oh, goodness. It's been a rough year on that one. At least now you can kind of smile about it as the Eagles are up 28-0 in the third quarter as Cook comes back out with the play. Cook's last pass sailed out of bounds on that Eagles sideline. And Cook is going to be as a receiver right now as Calhoun will call him into the backfield. He's going to hand it to Cook. Cook trying to go around that left end. He's going to be met and tackled and kept in play by Cooper White. Finished off by number 52.
And I'm wondering if they might count something on Colton Sizemore.
Hunter Gray. No, I think Colton Sizemore was on the receiving end of it.
Oh.
I think. I may be wrong on this one, but I think they were. He was on the receiving end of it. Yep. And so I thought there was always helmet to helmet, but as they put the two fists together from one to the other, I'm not 100% sure what that penalty would be, and they're going to march it off against Trousdale County and push the Yellow Jackets back even farther from where they were. Like I said, I thought Sizemore was on the bottom end of it, and I'll tell you what, I'm really proud of Colton Sizemore as he got up, and you could tell he was upset and angry, but he did not retaliate. Great, smart play. And sometimes the Eagles have had several players that would retaliate on a play like that, and Sizemore was smarter than that there in that play. Nice job for Colton. Coben Calhoun takes the snap. It is a high snap. He is going to run himself on that left side. He's going to be tackled and brought down. Fresh off of his block was Hunter Gray. Hunter Gray is being blocked by number 2 and tackling Coben Calhoun at the same time.
Great play right there by Hunter Gray as he was able to just pull off that block and kind of get behind and fall back and able to make the tackle as well as trip up. In a minute 40 right now, and the clock is ticking. Trousdale County second down and long, and Trousdale County, they're in a world of hurt right now.
It's really starting to look like it. It's at the 25-yard line, and it looks like they are getting frustrated as well. So now Cook is going to be the one in the shotgun. Calhoun goes into motion. He's going to fake it to Calhoun. He's going to throw it long. Richardson has a beat on it. Richardson's going to get the interception. Richardson down the sideline, 30, 25. He's going to be tackled from behind on the play, and the interception by Richardson mostly forced by the near sack by Ethan Graves.
Ethan Graves put some pressure on him right there. Richardson able to capitalize, and the Westmoreland Eagles are rolling right now, and this is an Eagles broadcast, so I'm going to say it. Trousdale County is a front row seat on the struggle bus right now.
How do I even come back from that? It is 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 22-yard line as after the Richardson interception and the good run back, about 23 yards for the interception return. Richardson will go under center. Sends White into motion. Fakes it to Sizemore. Pitches it to White instead. Breaks free from one. He'll be brought down by another Trousdale County linebacker. Number 52, Parker Clemens with the tackle. Gain of, we'll call it 4.
4 yards, that's enough right there for Cooper White as the clock's ticking under 1 minute left to go. The Westmoreland Eagles will likely have to run one more play before the third quarter.
As decided, here's what I'm going to pick. I'm going to take it. I think I'm crazy, but I'm on a streak right now, so I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to take Utah in their backup quarterback to beat Oregon at home. Utah over Oregon. I got a stat that I heard today on a podcast on the way here that I'm going to ride with you. As Richardson takes it, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. I think it's a smart play. He looked to pitch it, and then he kept it, and then I think they're going to get him for taunting on that one. I believe that is on Richardson. But while they discuss that out, I'm going to call Utah to beat Oregon. I heard a crazy stat, Luke. You ready for this one? The last time Utah lost a home game was COVID, the 2020 season. Now, interesting thing to remind yourself of is when we were in that time frame, there were no fans allowed in the stadium during COVID. The last time they lost a game at home with fans was 2018.
2018.
I'm going to take the Utah faithful there and the Utes and Kyle Whittingham, great coach. I'm going to take them to upset Oregon.
And, we talked college football playoffs a couple of weeks ago, and that would throw a big wrench in a lot of stuff right there. Because Oregon, they're kind of already sort of out of it playing spoiler, but
I would in our discussion we had, Oregon was not out of it. Oregon would have to play spoiler. They would need to win that Pac-12 championship game against Washington in a return appearance. But they lose that one, then things really get interesting if they beat Washington.
And may I ask you, what's your opinion on the Georgia-Missouri game? Do you think Missouri has a fair shot at that one this week or not?
It's Georgia-Florida this week.
Georgia-Florida, sorry.
I don't. I think the spread's too high. I think the spread is too high for that one. But I think Georgia still wins it on that one. I think last time I saw the spread was like 14 points there. They took all that time to figure out a penalty here, and then the clock ran out. And so, folks, we didn't miss anything here, I promise you. Talking about our upset picks. We're ending the third quarter with the Eagles leading 28-0. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as we're going to start the fourth quarter of action. It is third and a long way to go for the Eagles on their Trousdale County 38-yard line. And there's another penalty down.
It's going to be a little bit longer.
As the Eagles do jump on the offensive line. So Eagle procedure on Westmoreland. We'll bunch it back another 5 yards. And so the Eagles are on the 43-yard line. They got to get to the 12. So third and 31, I believe. And a long way to go here as the clock's still at 12 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of action.
And, we'll see if the Westmoreland Eagles just try and keep this clock running a little bit as they're a long way out. Richardson in the gun. Takes a snap.
Takes a snap. Looks towards his left. Going to throw in the flat to number, I believe it was to Gross. It was.
And he took a hit as two Yellow Jackets were collapsing on him. That ball incomplete. Clock going to stop at 11:54, and the Westmoreland Eagles will be forced to punt. So we'll see if Peyton Dickens can pin them deep in their own range, as he's the punter and kicker for this Westmoreland Eagle team. And he's been a good one across his 4-year high school career.
I mean, Luke, I know it's one of those things that we're not quite to that point of talking about that yet, but I don't know who takes that spot. As the snap is there to Dickens. Dickens boots it. A low kick. Going to bounce, taken at the 8-yard line for Trousdale County. He's going to be spun and brought down. Looks like Pacey Staples was in there, as was Matthew Martin, Jacob Richardson, Evan Gross, and Robert Todd.
So backup kicker Pacey Staples, who is limping his way off the field right now. And he's also the backup kicker for Peyton Dickens, but he's going to be out the door too as well.
Correct.
Now, it comes in a different family. I know Garrett Lilly has kicked some in middle school, but I think Grant Lilly would be their kicker of choice as of right now, unless they have someone coming in from 8th grade.
Fair enough. As now Calhoun looks to take the snap, and Trousdale County's lineman will jump. And we'll push this one back 5 yards. Hopefully, though, we got a few more games to watch Peyton Dickens kick, and with a win here tonight, it looks like that we will have one. We need to take a look at the Monterey-Smith County score here. And I will try and look that up. If you want to take a little play-by-play action here, Luke.
Alrighty, I will. And, you know, regardless of where the Westmoreland Eagles travel to across the state of Tennessee, WHIN Radio and me and Coach Combs will be there to cover the action. So Trousdale County lining up from their own 10-yard line. Calhoun in the shotgun. It's a high snap. It bounces into the end zone. It's a race for the football, and it goes out of the back safety as Ethan Graves put the pressure on. And 2 more points for the Westmoreland Eagles as they'll get the ball back as safety. Trousdale County, nothing to answer this Westmoreland Eagles defense right now.
So to finish the thought that we were having there a moment ago, safety on team. Great, you're right. Great play there with an eye tip team on our side here. Great job, Ethan Graves, as we'll take the 2 points. The other interesting thing to mention to you, though, Luke, and kind of one of those what ifs. What if that pass had never happened against East Robertson?
I don't even know the scenarios.
We would be 3-2 in the if this were to hold. We'd be 3-2 in the region. We would be tied with East Robertson, and we get the tiebreaker.
And host a playoff game?
And we would host a playoff game.
Wow.
That one pass has turned it in from us hosting a playoff game to going to a very talented Marion County team. As the kick is away, taken by Matthew Martin on a skip, he's going to push himself forward to the 41-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will start this next possession on the Trousdale 41.
And we're sitting up here in the booth, and, you know, Trousdale County, this stadium is starting to empty out here on the Creek Bank, and it's a sight, I'll tell you what, Coach Combs, I just love to see.
I don't blame you at all on that one, as it has been really all Eagles for most of the game, but really the big play of all of this was Cole Gregory, the quarterback for Trousdale County, going down with what's been reported to be a broken ankle.
Now, when we're going to get here, a lot of people are saying, well, Trousdale County's quarterback went down. But even before that, the Westmoreland Eagles were playing great.
Even before that, the Eagles had looked good as Robert Todd has put in motion. Robert Todd will get the touch going around that right end, trying to find some room to run. He's got some, cuts back towards the middle of the field. He'll get enough for an F&M Bank first down for the Eagles. And kind of ran that same route that Dylan Cook had been running, but maybe a little more speed.
Robert Todd, he does have a little bit more speed than Dylan Cook. And, you know, Robert Todd, of course, he had those 2 weeks where he was having housekeeping in the end zone. You know, it seemed like he had a 2-week stay in the Jackson County and White House end zone. So
he did, and those were the 2 weeks that the team really needed him, too, by the way, because that's when Cooper White was down with an injury. The team needed a spark, and Robert Todd certainly provided it there, and he provided a good little bit of fun action there here, too, as well, as 10 minutes to go in the game. Eagles leading 28-0. Richardson takes the snap, gives it to Todd. Todd goes up that right sideline again. He's got some room to run. He's going to push forward to about the 12. And I'll tell you what, Robert Todd's making things happen right now as the running back.
2 back-to-back plays. Todd's a tackle away from breaking it to the end zone. And a victory symbol, early victory symbol for the Westmoreland Eagles is Coach Parker, who was up here in the stands. He's making his way down. He's got a smile ear to ear.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 12-yard line. Eagles up 30-0.
So they're just letting as much time take off this clock as humanly possible. 15 on the play clock. Clyde Benson comes in. Richardson still's the quarterback out there. No big changes personnel-wise for the Eagles yet.
Richardson under center. Takes a snap. This one's going to go to Todd again. Todd about that right side, pushes forward towards the goal line, and he's in! Another Trevecca Nazarene touchdown for senior number 31, Robert Todd.
He's back for what I believe is his 5th of the year. And running clock will now ensue. Trousdale County emptying out. The Eagle faithful are all on their feet right now. Peyton Dickens on to attempt the PAT.
Snap, set, kick on the way, and it is good. And with that, the Westmoreland Eagles take a 37-0 lead with 9 minutes to play in this game. And welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as Peyton Dickens ready to kick this one back away, and he does. It's a short kick to the left side. Taken there, but number 20 is going to bobble. It's going to bounce forward. The Eagles try and get on it. Martin had a chance at it. Trousdale County would finally jump on it, and so somehow it's going to bounce forward here, but it looks like, yeah, that's where I figured that's where they would get it. So they're going to get the ball on the Eagle 48-yard line on the muffed, or 47-yard line, excuse me, on the muffed catch.
Trousdale County opens up with great field position. It's not mattered so far this game. We'll see how it is now.
So it is 1st and 10 for Trousdale's. Calhoun is at the quarterback spot, sends Ferguson to motion. The snap goes over Calhoun's head. Calhoun's going to have to jump on it. A big loss on the play, and that's been 2 bad snaps in a row, Luke.
And I haven't been paying attention as much as I should have, but I don't know if they have a new center in there or what's going wrong right there, but 2 snaps over his head. And now Trousdale County, the first down, the line of scrimmage indicator is at the 47-yard line of Westmoreland.
38, sorry, yeah.
Trousdale County, the ball right now is on the 38-yard line.
And actually the yard for them to get is the 37-yard line. You had it right. So it's 25. As Cook comes in with the play, 7:30 to play here in the game, and it is running clock. And Trousdale County will take a timeout. And I'll take this moment of this timeout to remind you that each week throughout the 2023 Sumner County High School football season, the attorneys and staff at Phillips & Ingram are proudly sponsoring the Most Outstanding Player of the Game Award. 2nd and 25 for the Yellow Jackets. Calhoun still in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Calhoun's going to run himself, find a crease on that side. He's going to be brought down by Hunter Gray. Finished by Cade Perry after a reasonable gain to the 44-yard line.
And Coach Combs, correct me if I'm wrong. Was the final score last year 35-0 Westmoreland? Because regardless of what the score is, the
42-0.
42-0. The Westmoreland Eagles, give me some quick math right here. 42 plus 37.
We're looking at 79-0 over the last 2 years on the creek. There's the snap. Going to fake the handoff as Calhoun. He's going to take it himself. Tackled by Westmoreland Eagle number 52, Hunter Gray. Short gain. And it'll be 4th down, a long way to go for these Trousdale County Yellow Jackets.
6 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Eagles lead 37-0. 4th down and forever. And Calhoun's marching back to punt this football. Cooper White, he's going to be standing on around the 30. Keeps on going to about the 30, 20, 25.
There's the punt. The snap. Kick is a low line drive. It takes a Trousdale County bounce out of bounds at the 28-yard line of Westmoreland, and that's where we'll pick things up here on WHINradio.com.
High school football is back. If your favorite team is the Westmoreland Eagles, North Central TV has you covered. You can watch the Eagles games on NCTV this year on Channel 97. The games air on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. and on Sunday at 6 p.m. Again, that's 4 and 10 on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and at 6 on Sunday. The Westmoreland Eagles and North Central TV. Now that's a winning combination.
Hey Eagle fans, this is running back number 45, Dylan Cook, and you're listening to Westmoreland Football on WHINradio.com.
Welcome back into the Ponce Law Justice for All Broadcast Center as the Eagles come to the line of scrimmage, hands it off inside. Let's see, I think that's Todd. That is Andy Duffer with the carry there. About 7 yards right up the middle for the freshman running back. Another one in the stable for Coach Tad Perry.
Yes, it is, and he's an up-and-coming guy. He's played some key moments with some injuries. I think it was Cooper White, an injury, and he's coming along pretty well. And
him and Aaron Freeman both came in that moment with some freshmen that really, really helped.
Austin Ferris is lining up out wide to the right.
Austin Ferris, his first action of the night as a senior. Richardson sends Todd in motion, takes a snap, going to give it to Duffer again. Duffer lowering his shoulder. I don't think see if he can get the spot. Looks on the spot like it is going to be enough for another F&M Bank first down for the Eagles as they move those chains down.
So now and going to trot the play is going to be Kason Burge. He's also the senior. Some seniors who don't usually get playing time able to get some playing time here tonight.
Always a good thing to do for the Eagles and something you want to do. I'm a little surprised to still see Jacob at the quarterback spot, but want to keep everything secure, I'd imagine, for this offense, as there's a lot of clean white jerseys out there right now. Richardson under center. Todd goes in motion. Todd's going to get it going around that right end. He's going to be tackled and spun after a gain of 2.
Todd able to pick up about 2 yards. Clock ticking now under 3.5 minutes remaining. And from what I consider most likely, one more first down for the Westmoreland Eagles. And, well, depending on clock situations, I can't CNN say it's officially over and call the game yet, but we'll see how we get there.
No, as the Eagles are letting this time run down, Richardson brings the play in. He's gotten a little used to this. Thankfully, as he'll go under center. Eagles leading 37-0. Takes a snap, hands that to
33. I think that's Nathan Kelleher. And there's a lot of names in this Westmoreland Eagles team that sound kind of familiar, just a different first name. A lot of families in Westmoreland who have siblings playing football. You see Hunter and Hunter Gray, he was little brother of Nick Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Kelleher, little brother of Brennan Kelleher. Carson Borders, little brother of Dawson Borders. And even Dylan Cook, the senior, he's brother of Dalton Cook. He played for the Westmoreland Eagles. Actually, the last time the Eagles were in Marion County, that was his senior year.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 now. We talk about having white jerseys, but Jacobs looks just as white still as well, which is a great sign for the Eagles. As he hands off inside, that is to Duffer, who's going to make a couple men miss at the line and get enough for a first down. What a run by the freshman.
Good run right there, and that's going to move the chains. And now I can officially call the game.
That is an F&M Bank first down, and yes, I believe that would be pretty close to it. It's kind of hard to tell with running clock as much.
So
yes, I believe it. I believe it would.
The Westmoreland Eagles advance, and really their last regular season game, but the way we looked at it, the first postseason game.
It was as the Eagles are in the victory formation. Richardson under center. He's going to kneel down right away, and he does. Let that clock run off some more as we're at 1:13 to go. And so, Luke, we're going to go to Marion County. And Marion County, the biggest problem is we talk about Trousdale putting up points here lately. Marion County right now is up 35-9 on Cascade. And I believe Cascade was second in their region.
In Marion County, they have always been a powerhouse in 2A football, and this season is no different.
And so the Eagles will be preparing for a trip out there, as that's going to be in the Chattanooga area. And so, folks, you may want to make sure you check your clocks, I believe, are going to be an hour earlier because they will be in Eastern time zone out there. As Richardson takes another kneel down, and that's going to do it as the clock continues to run out. The Eagles advance in what was probably one of the biggest games of the season. The Westmoreland Eagles show up and play one of the most outstanding games I remember them seeing. And Luke, man, I'm trying to think of the 2 years I've been here. This is one of the more impressive wins I've seen.
I think
Clay County at home last year was probably number one. It's hard to think of another one. Considering the circumstances, considering what needed to happen, this was an outstanding game for the Eagles. They came out and they executed at such a high level that in the middle of the 5-game losing streak we were on, I'll admit to you, Luke, I didn't know if we had it.
You know, we talked about it this week. I talked to some of my buddies too, and this is a game where, you know, I told a couple of them, you know, it's been a pleasure watching you play. As I'll admit it, I did not think the Westmoreland Eagles were favored in this game one bit at all, and they came out here and they proved me wrong.